Hi everyone, it's Roy Brecken here from gardenequipmentreview.com. I've got Brian Sandalls here from, but your website is Turf Care,
So
Turf,
fairfish.com, yeah, it's
yeah,
all
yeah,
one word.
which we'll put the address under the YouTube video. So Brian, I know I've seen you on LinkedIn. I've sort of liked and sort of shared a few of your posts and what have you. Um, but I was going to ask you a few questions about what you do because I'm always intrigued by it. It's always interesting to see what other people are doing. And I know you put quite a few tips about turf care and what have you. So how did you start your website in the first place?
Yeah, it started under a different name in 2017. I was just writing
Okay.
about my everyday
Yeah.
journey as a cricket groundsman.
Yeah.
Um, it was doing really well. I was getting loads of views, primarily through social media,
Yeah. That's good.
and it kind of grew. And people said to me, why don't I do multi sports? And I was like, well, I work at a cricket ground.
Yeah.
And then through a contact, because the views were doing really well, and someone said, yeah, we're designing your website
Okay.
and a shop for
Yeah.
free. I was like,
Really?
you mad?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thousands of pounds worth of there. And he
Yeah.
said, yeah, it will do well. You give me, you'll make a bit of money,
Yeah.
and I will take 50% for like 4 years, which he did.
Okay.
When I say a bit of money, I made nothing in them few years, gave him everything because there wasn't really much in it, but there was enough
Okay.
to pay him off, and I got myself two websites.
Okay.
And then we went on to sort of turf care blog, um, which we do football, cricket, tennis,
Right.
bowls.
Yes.
It's kind of grown from there, really. It's
So
sort of a community of groundsmen and greenkeepers
yeah.
that can blog.
Yeah.
Um, they can have a voice and write whatever they want, really, about whatever they want. And I edit it nicely, put their sort of the images into there of their club and
Yes.
grounds, and then I write stuff. We write reviews on groundsmen, on machinery. Yeah, so
Yeah.
there's a lot going on actually. We cover a lot of things in
Yeah,
Turkey.
no, I've noticed when I'm scrolling through LinkedIn because I always had an interest in machinery and what people do in a good way, and I've seen all sorts of different articles you put on, which to help greenkeepers and what have you, and associated people. So yeah, it looks
Yeah,
good.
we,
Um, sorry, were you going to say
we
something?
try and sort of pick up on what you Google. Sounds very simple, but that's
Yes,
helping. Our
simple,
heart of people
simple's
find
good.
how to do something.
Yeah, yeah,
We often do a video with it as well. And that's kind of the way I've always done it. I only tend to write from experience as well. So if I don't know, I won't write, or I'll find someone that does know how
yeah,
to do that.
yeah. No,
I think it's very important to just you write what you know. Don't
I think
expand it
so.
much
And then what
and
you
go
don't
too
know,
far outside of what you don't, because
yeah, leave
if it's
someone else to write.
simple,
Yeah, leave someone else to write what you don't know.
yeah, exactly, or
Yes.
leave it. I've written blogs before, gone halfway through, and I thought, I don't really know enough about this. This isn't
Oh,
right. So get a
okay.
partner into this blog, or just be brave and just delete it.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
But
no, none of us know everything.
no, it's
Um,
impossible. I think so.
but I think as long as you feel like you've got a good base knowledge on that subject, uh,
Yeah.
then you're in a good place to write from it. And you've got to write honestly, say, this is my view on how I do it, but there's also
Yes.
other ways of doing this. And
Yes.
sort of the motto of our website is kind of connect,
Yes.
through social medias and
Yeah.
sort of share. So we share our blogs,
Yes.
and then we learn together as like a collective
Yeah. And it's good.
learning community.
Yeah, it's good to you know, I write on a few forums, and it's good to be able to share your knowledge and learn from others as well.
Yeah, I find it massive. My
Yes.
my learning, my sort of knowledge of my job and everything is blown up since I started writing. So it's really
Yes.
helped me.
Yeah.
Um,
No, it's good, isn't it?
if nothing else, it's been great for that.
Yeah, and you can use that knowledge, can't you? Which is great. So, yes, you had two websites. So now you've combined the two websites into one, have you? Kind of,
Yeah, I
or
think
did or
one's run by Shopify, the actual shop.
oh right, okay, yeah.
So that's on a
And people can
separate
so
site.
the how do people get to the shop?
It's actually at the top of
At the
Turf
top,
Care blog.
yeah,
Right there, it says shop,
yeah.
and you
I've
click
got
on
it.
there, and it takes you through to Shopify, which is a very safe.
Yes.
We use them because it keeps it safe.
Yes.
They help us with invoicing and that sort of
Yeah. Yeah.
technical side.
Yes.
So because obviously I'm a working groundsman, I don't really have time
No.
spend much time on this. Really, this is my passion, my
Yes.
pastime, not my
Yes.
full-time job. So I have to
So,
make it's all set up
yes.
to not self-run, but but
To be
I
as
can, yeah, it is.
automated as possible.
Yes, yeah,
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
simply. The shop
No.
doesn't really make any money, but it's there as a service,
Yes.
and possibly in the future, if it does well, it could sort of keep the blog going long term to make it
Yes. And
sustainable
al-
model.
and also when you're doing something like it, so you're working as well, but it's something that you're growing. So hopefully growing or building, whichever way you like to put it.
Yeah,
So everything takes time.
it's a real
Yeah.
passion project, really.
Yeah. No, that helps. So yeah. So just going back to your website, perhaps we can look at some of the top level categories. So I kind of jumped to the shop, but you've got so the various sports. So you've got cricket, football, rugby, golf, bowling greens. Do you cover anything else? Or I know there's quite a few.
Yeah, we've got tennis.
Yeah.
So they're our
Uh,
main categories because that's the
yes.
main volume of like blogs we get in and the information we get in.
Yeah.
But we have got a monthly, sort of bi-monthly, someone writing on tennis.
Oh, right. Okay.
So that's something that's sort of growing. We want to
Yes.
incorporate everyone. We don't care, if that's just a small part of the industry.
Yes. Yeah.
We want to bring everything in, just share as much as we can, knowledge,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
give people a voice to write. Most people actually enjoy writing. People don't even know they do until they start writing. Actually enjoy it. It doesn't have to be a,
No.
war and peace. It can just be nice and simple. But there's lots of little. You take in our industry. You've got so many areas to get your information from. You take little nuggets from here, there, different sources.
Yes.
It all helps.
Yes.
Nothing's gospel. You just take them bits from little areas and sort of improve your knowledge, and then you go to do the job, and it kind of all feeds into that. So
Yeah.
it's
No.
but yeah, tennis is sort of we do that. We do any sport, and we've
Yes.
done a bit
Yeah.
of gardening before. So if someone come to me and they had garden somewhere and said they'd like to write about gardening, I think that's quite relevant.
Yeah. Very much so. Definitely.
Many sports sites have gardens,
Yes. Yes. No, that's
so
very true.
that would be fine.
Yeah. And I see you've got a live job section
Yeah, so
and secondhand machinery.
yeah.
So you're putting live
Yeah, we
landscaping
do.
jobs on it.
Yeah, all for free. So
Yeah.
I put two jobs on today. It's my day off. So I put
Good.
um, Surrey Oval,
Yes.
ground staff, Wimbledon.
Yeah.
So that's gone on there today. So we've got about 8, 9 jobs on there today
Good.
that are
So
live.
yeah.
We do that for free because it's good for the industry.
Yes.
There are a few other places you can put jobs.
Yes.
Everywhere's a bit more we're a little bit more unique than your standard kind of
Yes.
big
Yeah.
website. I actually I've already spoken to someone about one of them jobs.
Okay, that's good.
We speak a lot,
Yes.
and I go into sort of little different places in the way I present the post as a
Okay.
working groundsman. I think it all
Definitely.
helps get the word out there from a
Yes.
slightly different perspective. We all have a
Yes.
problem in the industry, so
Yeah.
I think we're doing ours. Secondhand machinery again is a little service that I offer for free,
Yes.
and we add it's sort of based sort of around the grassroots.
Yeah.
People trying to not get rid of, but try and get a bit of money out of the machine so they can buy something better, so they can get
Yes.
the ground out
Upgrade.
towards something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we've got a little disclaimer on there to protect ourselves.
Yes.
It's risky, but to this day, touch wood, we've never had any issues. It's very,
No,
we guard it quite closely. I only put people up there I know,
okay.
check them out quite a lot to make sure
Yes.
there's no scammers. So,
Yes. Yes. Another thing. Yes.
but
Yeah.
no, yeah, that's quite a good service. I've put stuff on there even for my own employer,
Okay.
the county cricket groundsmen associations,
Right.
sports clubs. Those with employees then without it.
Yeah.
It's quite a helpful thing. I think it's the only one around.
Yes.
You've got your ones on the Facebook and stuff, which are very good.
Yes.
It just adds a different dimension.
Yeah.
There's some real
Yeah.
nice views on there, so I know it's pop. When you're getting 800-900 views a week sometimes on that,
Okay. That's good.
it's serving.
It's doing something.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
people don't look at stuff they're not interested in.
No. No. That's true. That's very true. Yeah. And then you got the product hub and the help hub. That's like a forum, is it? Or
No,
Well,
the product hub is where we will work with like we're doing one with Dennis. We've already done
yeah,
it. It's not been published yet. On so we look at their machine,
yeah,
we pick a machine or a range of machines, and we interview them about it.
yeah.
And the questions I ask them are usually go to our social media pages and sort of say, what do you want to ask this supplier? What do
Okay.
you want to know as working groundsman?
Yes.
Well, we're in control of that,
Yes.
you know.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so the most asked, frequently asked questions come out through them blogs.
Yes, that's helpful.
We,
Yeah.
we get the questions answered. They get a nice bit of promotional.
Yes.
Everyone's a winner, really. So,
Yeah.
and it's our way of working with business also, and it helps
Yes.
some of these people. Also, they help us as well because some of these sponsored people on there, like Dennis, becomes sponsors, which is really
Yes.
helpful. To
Yeah.
help
Yeah.
pay the bills of the site, which is
Yes.
important.
Yeah.
So,
Which you'll have.
not all of them though. But we work with many companies on there.
Yeah.
Some become partners and some not. But it's really about writing something different and from a community point of view.
Yeah.
Um,
And like, something that people want to, something
yeah,
that's helpful. That something
yeah.
that people want. Yeah, which
We've
is
got
good.
reviews on that page as well,
Right. Yes.
which we write.
Yeah.
We write them independently of manufacturers generally because we want to write as we want to write really, and we want to
And
review it,
yeah.
as we see as people that use the machines.
And have you ever?
That's a real honest review.
Yeah. No, that's good. And have you ever actually had a machine and thought, actually, I don't like this machine. I'm because I don't want to slam anyone's product. I don't want to
No, I
slam
don't.
anyone.
I think if it was that bad, we wouldn't.
We
We
wouldn't do
really
it.
wouldn't
No.
do it.
I mean,
No, we tend to pick the ones that we know that through the groups that I've got on Facebook, got
yes.
a real good feel of what people use and do a lot of polls to see what
Yes.
people prefer, what sort of machines, and I
Yeah.
get a real feel for what people are using in the industry.
Yes. Yeah.
And I do lots of surveys and polls, so I get a real feel for what's good and what
Yes.
steer away from a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
We tend to do that. I don't write them. That's not my
No,
gift.
no, that's fair. You
I'm
stick
very
to more,
lucky to
more.
have someone who writes that for me.
Yeah. No, that's
He's
good.
very, he's very sort of talented at doing it as well, so it's
Yes.
really good.
Yeah, that's good.
Um, and then the help hub, that's more for the community. That's more of a to help the groundsman.
Yeah.
There's monthly guides in there that I write on cricket. So
Okay.
every winter one coming next year.
Yeah.
There's a problem solver page. So you go in there,
Yes.
most themes are in little search bars, so you can put weeds or whatever, and it will pop up a problem on weeds, sort of blog on
Yes.
weeds.
Yeah.
We've got where all our community blogs are archived into that area as well.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think that there's a few more little areas in there. I think that most
Yes.
blogs probably.
Yeah.
So basically, I've just labelled the most read blogs annually based on
Yes.
engine results, and so they're all in there. So it's basically before this year, all that information was on the website, but it
Yeah.
was very difficult to find
Yes. Yeah.
over the winter, sort of December. I thought I need to make all these blogs, these 300 odd blogs, appear somewhere
Yes.
accessible. I think it's a bit hidden. It's in there, no
Yeah.
one, and give it a new life because it
Yes.
doesn't become old.
Yeah. No. No.
This information is still relevant.
Yeah. Yeah. No. No.
So
I agree. Yeah.
it's so problem solvers, most read blogs.
Yeah.
They're very vital to every day. Even I look back at my own website and other sources, and when I'm like, oh yeah, I've got loads of weeds, and you've got some experience in there, but then you like, because when I do a blog, I really research and really build on
Yes.
experience as well. And I put more into that and probably how it gets out the brain after that,
Yeah.
then
Yes.
a bit of experience, and then so it's
Yes.
a good refresher for me also.
No, I've done exactly the same with sometimes like that software or something. I don't know how to use it or something, or
Mm,
and you have to actually have to go back to it and use it yourself just to remind yourself of
yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah.
So
So that's kind of them, yeah. So
yeah,
it's
no,
kind
it's
of
good. So yeah, so who's the website for? I'm guessing, as I put down on my notes, landscapers, groundsmen, horticulturists, gardeners.
yeah, that's
And,
it.
and
Everyone
yeah,
who we get a lot of people Probably lawns as well. Just want to know a bit more. So ask me
Yes.
about worms
Got a
and
problem.
quite
Yeah.
relevant weeds, type of
Yes.
weeds.
Yes.
It's quite simple, really. Yeah. So yeah, but I've never actually found out sort of you can't actually. Well, I probably could tell, but I couldn't give you numbers of like who's looking. But it's yeah, as a guess, I'd say about 50% cricket, and the others
Yes.
broken down into other sports.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
but it can appear quite cricket related in the summer because, but that's because that's where my sort of what I'm doing. So
Yes.
it's easy for me to write about. And in the
Yeah.
winter, I tend to turn over to the winter sports because I've got
Yes.
a pitch as well.
Yeah.
Look
That,
after, so
that's good.
it's very reflective of me and the
Yes.
industry and what's going on.
Yeah.
It's quite good, and that's why I want
Yeah.
to make sure all the information is available all year round.
Yeah.
It just doesn't feel like it's a seasonal kind of blog.
No. No. It's yeah. That's it's well, as I said to you before started recording. I always think a groundsman's job's quite satisfying
Yeah,
when you know. I know you've got a lot of issues with the weather and things, but when you can make the pitch look quite something, I'm sure it's quite satisfying.
like the image behind you of that lawn, you know,
Yes. Yeah, that
beautiful,
was just I
beautiful
think the camera.
stripes,
Yeah, it
be
wasn't.
straight,
I think the
it's
sun caught it
green,
right.
even
Yeah,
colour. It just
yeah,
sets off the whole garden,
it
doesn't it?
does, doesn't it?
You know,
Yeah.
if you took out the stripes, just had sort of it hadn't been cut, and it just it wouldn't everything else wouldn't look the same.
No,
You've
no,
got
it's
that to look at. The only
yes.
problem with it is give it 2 days, it doesn't look like you've touched it. So then
This
you
is
start again, and it's a constant.
it got
It can be
constant.
it can be a bit of a challenge in our industry because
Yes,
so the chairman turns up 2 days after you've cut everything and made it all look pretty,
yes.
and you feel like the site doesn't look that good, but
No.
it's just grown in 2 days and
Yeah,
it
yes,
looks
yeah,
so good.
yeah.
So
One of the
that's the
battles.
challenge. That's why it
Yes,
doesn't.
yeah.
Mm,
So
mm.
do, do you have more plans for your website for the future?
Um,
You just obviously just doing what you're doing is good because you're serving a purpose. You're helping people, and
yeah.
if you can help people, that's got
Yeah.
to be good.
I mean, it is a challenge to keep it up but I actually really enjoy it. I come away
Well
for a
done.
while in the summer
Yeah,
because of the work intensity.
yeah,
I have all my blogs pre-written for the year.
that's good.
Um, but long term, I say the shop I don't really take any income from, but I'm trying to grow that.
Yeah,
That will ensure the sort of the long term future of the blog.
yes, yeah,
Because the blog doesn't, brings in a little bit of money, but there's no. If I wanted to leave it in 5 years' time, there's got to be something there for someone to want to
yes,
stick on. Not many
yes,
people are going to have a passion for it. It's my baby. I built it.
yeah,
But for it to continue, it will need something that will sustain it. And the shop really is the catalyst, for doing that. To make
yeah,
it a sustainable project, even
yeah,
if it's a few thousand or whatever a year, just an encouragement for someone to do it because not
yeah,
everyone's mad as me and would write, or publish or put 300 odd blogs together with very little coming back at them. So
yes, yeah.
maybe there is another nutter out there like me, but
No, it's
um,
good. I think it's a good thing to do, having had an interest in what you're in what you do and in your industry. There's lots of people who enjoy reading about it and finding out more,
yeah,
which
it's a
is
big
good.
commitment to pass on. So I think there needs to be something for them to want to take it on for most
Yes,
people, for them to,
yes,
or I keep it myself and whatever. I don't know. I just enjoy doing it,
yeah, yeah. No, and
and
it's
I'm really appreciative for the job I've got. I've got a good job,
good.
and I get time to do this in the winter.
Yeah,
I'm watching cricket at work. I can write some blogs if there's
yeah.
nothing to do. So yeah, I'm in a good
No,
position.
I just think it's important in life to like you say you enjoy doing it. We should kind of enjoy what we do, you know what I mean? And at the same time, you're helping others by helping them with their problem
Yeah,
with a
it
lawn
helps me.
or
It helps.
whatever.
I think it
Yeah.
helps everybody.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's a unique. There's plenty of sources of information out there. We're just one of
Yes.
our own unique feel to it,
Yeah.
and I think that's quite special what we do.
Yeah. So going back to the jobs, so I've heard that there's not enough people coming into like grounds care and what have
Mm.
you. So if someone wants to get into grounds care, you've got jobs up there or apprenticeships or anything they can do or
Yeah. So I've got there's a sub page off of that jobs which has
Yep.
got links to links to links. I don't know how to put this. But anyway,
I,
there's
I
links
could probably
on
bring it. I've got it on another monitor.
there's links on there to apprenticeship
Yeah. The
colleges
directory.
and yeah, that's it, the
Yeah.
directory.
Yep. Yeah.
Um, and most yeah, so but there's a lot going on with apprenticeships. We've got four where I work at home,
Okay.
so getting the name helps us. It's cricket
Yes.
or
And
Blackburn
and
Cricket Club, football or whatever. That these
yeah.
names help. But there are people who want to come into our industry. They know what the
Good.
salary are. They know it's long working hours.
Yeah.
Some
Yes.
people do the apprenticeship, don't want to do it again, but they go and do something else, and then they come back. So
Okay.
I don't think it's that negative. I
No.
think there is salaries probably. I think they are going up slowly. There's
Yeah.
are some places that are just way behind,
Yes.
but I mean, you don't come into this industry to make a lot of money. You just really,
No.
and they're aware of that. But it's a good. It's you work outdoors, you work in the
Yes.
fresh air, you get
Yeah.
to watch sport,
Yeah.
um, and it's a good it's a good way of life.
Yes. Yeah. No, I hear you.
Rather than stuck in an office all your life,
Yeah. No,
doing
there's a lot to be
something that
said
you
for
want
it.
to do. So
And
there are links, I say, on that page, and if
yes.
anyone contacted me, I would be able to link them up with colleges, and
Yeah.
I've got plenty of connections elsewhere as well to help people into the industry.
Yeah.
But the job page, yeah, we don't do many apprenticeships on there because my theory is most apprenticeships are very local. So you only
Okay.
get someone locally who's going
Right.
to apply
Yes.
for it.
Yes.
So
Yeah. I
putting
see.
it on a national website is not
Yes.
so helpful,
No.
because I mean, unless someone, because these apprentices also are probably not very familiar with my website or the industry, so
No,
they're
that's
not.
true.
But yeah, I mean, if anyone can, sort of, if I could do that and it was be a help, I'd do it. But at the moment,
Yes.
I just provide links to colleges and
Yeah.
things
Well,
to
that's
it
good.
give someone
That's good.
else.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
a terrible story out there.
Yeah.
It's not all doomless.
No, no, that's that's good. So finally, Brian, if people want to get in touch with you, your website, as we said earlier, is turfcareblog.com.
That's it. Yeah.
And
And
there's a contact. Is there a contact
yeah, it's a
page
contact page there
on
about.
there?
You go
Yeah.
on there.
Oh yes, yeah, I can see it on the right hand side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
you put Turf Care blog into Twitter, if they call it that now, LinkedIn,
Google X.
Facebook,
Yeah.
Instagram, we're on all of them, Turf Care blog.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a
Yes.
link tree on there as well on Instagram. So you very easy to find, and
Yes.
I'd like to think I'm very approachable. Anyone can message me, and
Yeah.
I'll steer them in the right direction, even if it's away from my
That's
website
good.
or whatever. That's,
Yeah.
we've got some Facebook groups as well.
Okay.
One called the Cricket Grounds Person.
Yes.
But we've got about 13,500 in there.
That's good.
We've got a groundsperson UK, which is about 3,000 again on Facebook.
Yeah.
But these are all, that's where we get a lot of our sort of inspiration and our
Mm.
connectivity with each other and from really. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, no, anyone can listen to me.
All right. So what I'll do after the video's uploaded, I'll put your contact details and etc. social
Yeah,
media pages so people can find
yeah.
you.
I think
Yeah.
on that on the jobs, it's quite a new page. On that jobs sub jobs page, there's actually
Yep.
a contact form on that. And
Oh,
I think if
okay.
anyone's a new groundsman, they can connect up with me, and I
Yes.
can send them some resources,
Okay.
ebooks, or and then just start of it, and then I can help them in other ways.
Thank you. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much for being on, and appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks very much.